back, guys. Today I've got some protein cookies, and I am about to just break my fast. So I'm pretty excited because that means I get to eat, obviously. So these cookies, I made them myself. They're made with brown sugar, like stevia, so not real brown sugar, but like the stevia. Peanut butter, the chocolate chunks I did myself, or I cut them up myself. They're like the Lily's sugar-free chocolate, and just an egg, and that's it. Yeah. Oh, and then a scoop of my chocolate protein powder. That's it. They actually turned out a lot better than they could have, because protein powder I use to isolate, and the best one to use for baking is, for people that want to know, is actually casein, I think you call it. Anyway, I'm hungry, guys, and put some water right here to wash it down, even though it technically has no sugar in it, but enough of any kind of chocolate, I think, makes you want to have your water after. So anyway, let's try these things out. You know, you could just classify these under like protein peanut butter cookies. However, I don't like, I get the hinge, I get the touch of like peanut butter in it, but it's not overly strong considering I use almost a cup. And I feel like if you want to bake these and eat them, they would be pretty much guilt-free besides the calories, but you need calories in your life. So as long as you watch your calories, this is not bad for you. Well, better snack for you. It's chewy. It's chewy. It tastes good. I've made protein cookies in the past, but I think I didn't use egg. That might have been the problem. Or I didn't use like the stevia brown sugar. That might have been it. So far so good. And the consistency really isn't bad. Now, it's very like wet on the bottom. The undercarriage is really wet. But that's just because you're using peanut butter, so it has natural oils coming out of it. And I mean, hey, I'm not trying to come off like I'm the cooking master here, or the baking master, but like typically with cookies, you will get a little bit of butter underneath your cookies after when they've been cooking, depending on how well they've been baked. Cooking baked, jeez. But yeah, with peanut butter, it's just more oil that comes out of it, so that should be pretty natural, wouldn't it? Oh, sugar-free. And it tastes like a normal chocolate chip cookie for the most part. I'm sure if I had a regular chocolate chip cookie, I would know the difference. So, how's everybody's weekend going? It's Saturday, by the way. At the time of this recording, I know I had that big long pause there. I'm super stoked because I don't have to work in the morning. Well, that's not the really real reason why I'm stoked. I mean, it is, but I don't have to work tomorrow morning, and UFC, it's UFC night, UFC weekend. It's the UFC 314, Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. So for anybody that follows UFC, I wasn't really going to give my prediction video or anything crazy like that. But I thought I'd kind of give my quick thoughts. As this is my cookie video, not UFC predictions video. But again, I might as well shoot the shit about it while I have my cookies. So you got Volkanovski and Lopez. This is for the viewers that do watch UFC, or at least understand, or are at least a casual watcher. This is a really good fight, because this is a fight that Volkanovski will show either he still has it, or he might need to hang him up, or who knows. Because to be fair, I mean, last guy he fought was Ilia Topuria, and again, to be fair, he kind of came back quickly after he got head kicked, knocked out by Makhachev, and even then he shouldn't have fought Makhachev on 14 days notice. But again, I'm not discrediting Ilia Topuria. The guy's freaking good. He knocked out Max Holloway in his next fight too, so don't discredit that fucking guy. Yeah, my guy's freaking real deal. But Diego Lopez is real deal too. That guy has wicked power, wicked everything. However, I like to see how he's gonna do in a 5-round fight. Which that's Volkanovski's bread and butter. Because like Volkanovski, yeah, he's done 5-round fights, and he's doesn't look like completely fatigued by round 3, round 4. Like, he can go 5 rounds, no problem. He's done 15, I don't know. Sorry, what am I saying, 15? He's done 50, he's done 75 minutes of a fight with Max Holloway, because he had 3 fights and they all went to a decision, and Volkanovski won all 3. Because with the first fight, he beat Max Holloway, and I would say by unanimous decision. In my opinion, he won the fight. Second one, that was controversial, but you should never leave it to the judges, But a lot of people were pissed off because they bet on the fight. But that's also another lesson. That's the problem with betting. You can get really fucked over sometimes. So yeah, the second one was controversial. A lot of people didn't think Volkanovski won. But third fight, that was the one that sealed the deal, because he beat the living fuck out of Max Holloway. I've never seen Max Holloway get manhandled that way. And then Max Holloway getting beat by Ilia Topuria. That was freaking wild. See him get knocked out like that. Crazy. But that's what happens, But anyway, yeah, with this fight, it's a tough fight to really call. Yeah. It's gonna be, honestly, the whole card's wicked. Even the prelims, every fight. The thing is, it's not I wouldn't say it has big names on it, but they're really good fighters. They're in really good matchups. And every fight's gonna be a good fight. I am getting the pay-per-view tonight. But the one fight that I'm really looking forward to is Bryce Mitchell and Gene Silva. Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight because if you guys been following like this upcoming card and all the controversy, all the everything before it, like Bryce Mitchell got himself in a little bit of trouble. Not trouble, but controversy, right? Like Dana White called him a effing idiot. Yeah, I know. Gotta stop swearing, by the way. We call him like he's a effing idiot and all that. Like Dana White, gave his 2 cents. And Bryce Mitchell went on his first episode of his podcast and was like, I really honestly think Hitler was a good guy before he went on the meth. And I'm thinking, like, you freaking crazy, or you say something stupid like that. I mean, we're all entitled to our opinions and we're all entitled to what we perceive, but dude, you gotta be that crazy. I guess CT kicked in pretty quick from his last fight with, who did he fight? Emmett. He got knocked out cold. That was one of the scariest. I don't care who you are. This is one of the scariest knockouts. Thank God the guy was okay. He got knocked out cold on the spot, laid there, and then started convulsing, having a freaking seizure. Fucking scary. One of the scariest knockouts I've ever seen. I've seen some scary knockouts, but that one, I've seen guys really get touched and they're gone. You know what I mean? But that one's really stuck with me. And it was just recent too. It stuck with me because not only did he get knocked out like cold, like bam, and it was gone. He had a freaking seizure from that. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen guys where they get knocked out and their eyes roll back and they might be breathing weird through their nose and stuff. But I've never ever seen anybody have a seizure after getting knocked out. It's scary stuff. Wild. But that fight will be a good fight. Gene Silva is part of that team. They're called the Fighting Nerds or something. So it's him, Kyle, I forget his name. He's like top number 1 or number 2 middleweight. And then there's I can't pronounce the name. I think they're all Brazilians anyway. But they're all really making a name for themselves. And like Gene Silva, I really appreciate watching him, and he seems like a pretty good guy and all that. He's got a lot of power. He's got some good boxing, good hands. But it'll be interesting to see how he's going to take down Bryce Mitchell. Again, if anybody's been following, I think a lot of people want to see Bryce Mitchell get knocked out now. But Gene Silva's kind of cringy, but I don't think it's like he's not trying to, or like it's not even like accident. I think it's a result of him being all fired up, and sometimes when you get fired up for the first time, when you start getting traction in a sport, you just want to build a fight, or you want to sell a fight, or you want to sell yourself as a fighter. And excuse me. And sometimes I feel like, it can either come off cringy, or you can come off like, hey, this guy's a bad motherfucker. So I got Gene Silva in this fight only because I would see Bryce Mitchell knocked out after the comments he made. Like, you say Hitler's a good guy. Like, sorry, nah, he wasn't. Sorry to tell you that. I don't know where you got your research from. But going back to Gene Silva, that freaking team, the Fighting Nerds, or whatever they're called. It's interesting in any sport or any MMA organization. Once in a while, you'll find like a team that turns out to do really well. Like for the longest time, it was that one team, like with Israel Adesanya, I think Volkanovski, and who else is it? Volkanovski. It's that one guy in the flyweight division as well. Kai France. fights out of like Brazil, or are they in the States now? You're starting to see that team takeover, and it happens. It happens every couple of years. And I mean, like, even at one time, like, you look at American Top Team. I think at one point, American Top Team, they had a few champions together, or they had like half the team was all in the top 5 each division. It was crazy. It's just what happens. Same with like Team Alpha Male. Other guys. And ladies, I should say. We're all kicking ass, and now it's like, I can't remember the last person coming from Team Alpha Male that's in the top 5. Except for Song Yang Dong, I think. And that Bantamweight there. Yeah, Song Yang Dong. Jeez, I can't eat anymore. I'm all peanut buttered out. Oh, man. If I have any more cookies, I'm gonna like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Intestines are gonna explode. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I will try to upload once, twice, or maybe 3 times a week. Obviously, it's only been once a week lately. So, guys, I appreciate so much of the support. See you guys next time, and see ya.